Hello, my name is Byron Dahl, and today I will be discussing my strategic analysis of PPG Industries. PPG was founded in 1883 by John Baptist Ford, and he named the company the Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company. They were the first producer of high-quality thick glass using the plate process. By the 1900s, they expanded to 10 plants and owned a 65% market share in the plate glass industry. They changed their name to PPG Industries in 1968 to show their diverse offerings of glass, coatings, and chemicals. The mission of PPG is to protect and beautify our world. They have operations in over 70 countries with 150 manufacturing facilities worldwide. PPG seeks to enhance the quality of life wherever the company has a presence. The vision of PPG is to be dedicated to being the world's leading coatings company that consistently delivers high-quality, innovative, and sustainable solutions that customers trust to protect and beautify their products and surroundings. In the early 1990s, PPG began determining which of their businesses would deliver the most long-term success. Declines in the glass industry sparked a shift of PPG's focus. It was determined through a series of very tough decisions. The coatings business needed to be the focal point of PPG's future. The coating business has been growing since the early 90s, and from 2004 to 2013, they shifted production. As you can see from this diagram, in 2004, they had $9.5 billion worth of sales, and 56% of it was due to the coatings business. In 2013, total PPG sales topped $15.1 billion. 93% of their business at this time was coatings, with 7% being devoted to glass and chemicals. The shift was due to the coating industry having a very nice opportunity and the declines in the glass and chemical business. Over that time period, PPG divested and sold off business units that were related to the chemicals and glass side and invested in smaller businesses that had coatings in markets that they weren't a part of and products that they weren't producing. The coating industry has a very competitive landscape. There's many small-time players, and at the top is Sherwin-Williams, closely followed by PPG and AkzoNobel, and then Nippon Paint, RPM, Axalta, BASF, Kenasai, Asian Paints, and Masco. The coating industry has a very strong growth potential. It's low capital intensity, and there's high technology and service in this industry. Because of the many small players, this industry sees a lot of consolidating, and that's how PPG has grown to the size that they are today. The coating industry has experienced good growth over the last 20 years. The market is projected to grow from $160.54 billion in 2017 to $209.36 billion by 2022. The market is largely driven by the increasing demand for coatings from many different end-use industries that include construction, automotive, marine, protective, aerospace, transportation, rail, coatings, wood coatings, packaging, and general industrial uses. The growth in emerging markets in Asia are one of the largest drivers for the growth in the coating industry today. For my PPG SWOT analysis, the strengths that I determined were that they have a very strong dealer network. They have strong relationships with suppliers, they have a strong distribution network, high customer satisfaction, automation of simple activities, strong performance in new industries, and they're a very strong integrator of small companies. And that is what has led to their success and to become one of the largest competitors in the coating industry today. Weaknesses include a limited success outside of the core business. They are not strong marketers of their products. The R&D investments are below that of competitors, but they are still very successful in the new technology they develop. There are product gaps in their product range. Opportunities for PPG at this time include the new technology developed provides an opportunity for PPG to practice differentiated pricing strategies. They have many new customers from the online channels that they've been looking at. They're working with Amazon right now, and with all the simplicities of the internet and people being able to buy products from home, Paint is another commodity that will soon be up and running on the internet. You won't even need to go to your local paint store to get the paint you need. There's large cash flows, provide investment opportunities in untapped product segments. They have an improved economy. The new environmental policies that have been enacted across the globe have created a level playing field that PPG has already been competing under. The largest and fastest growing markets today in the coating industry are located in the Asia Pacific markets. Threats to PPG include the increasing cost of raw materials, changing customer buying behavior, new technologies developed by a competitor, and the imitation of counterfeit low-quality products in emerging markets. The financial analysis shows PPG has had a current ratio that's been increasing over the last 4 years. The ratio measures whether or not a firm has enough resources to meet its short-term obligations, and from the ratio it shows that they have a 166% current ratio. So they have current assets, 166% of current liabilities. The quick ratio has also been increasing over that same time period and shows that they have a strong ability to get cash quickly if they need to pay off their short-term obligations. Their gross margin is held constant around 45% the last 4 years. Their operating margin has dipped a little bit, but it's back up at 14%. And their after-tax return on equity is at 30%, which right now in the industry, the average is around 20%, so they're showing very good use of their return on equity and their ability to generate income from the equity available. The AkzoNobel failure. They had a failed merger and acquisition of AkzoNobel in 2017. They had 3 different offers that were rejected, with the last offer of $28.9 billion in early June of 2017. The Akzo CEO refused to answer the phone on the last offer, and because of this, PPG walked away. But they will be eligible to make another bid as early as December of 2018 if they are still interested. And AkzoNobel removed their CEO, Mr. Buckner, after the failed negotiations and enacted Terry Van Lanniker as the new CEO in July of 2017. The strategic issues facing PPG at this time are how to continue growing their business to become the leader in the coating industry after the failed AkzoNobel merger. They have an option to attempt another AkzoNobel acquisition in January of 2018, but they also have an opportunity for an acquisition of a smaller company in an emerging market where they don't have a large presence at this time. I believe, based on my analysis and the core competencies of PPG, they will put themselves in the best situation to grow with the acquisition of a strong, smaller company in an emerging Asian market. As you can see, the graph on the left shows the architectural paints and coating market value by region. Asia is the largest region in the coating market, followed by North America, Western Europe, MEA, Eastern Europe, and South America. Currently, PPG's coatings, with their geographical net sales mix, they have the largest sales in the US and Canada, with the smallest sales in Latin America and the Asia Pacific market. Now, because their sales are so small in this market, I believe targeting a company in the Asia Pacific market would be in their best interest to continue growing their business. The India coatings market, currently India makes up 13% of the Asia Pacific coatings market, and it is expected to be the fastest growing market in that region over the next 5 years. PPG has shown success moving into new markets and acquiring smaller companies in these markets. Kansai Nerolac Paints Limited has the opportunity to give PPG the foothold in the Indian market that they need. Right now, as you can see, Kansai Nerolac is the 3rd largest paint company in India, and they're the largest industrial coating supplier and the 3rd largest decorative coating supplier in India. They have assets of approximately $320 million, and they've been operating in India since 1920. I like this option better than the Akzo Nobel because there are much greater risks involved with integrating a company the size of Akzo Nobel. PPG has never taken on a company that size, and doing so would have huge inherent risks that, if failed, could cost PPG significantly in the market. PPG has shown a lot of success in their history for taking on smaller companies, integrating them into their business, and growing their company through those acquisitions. Kenai has a strong brand awareness, and they're highly regarded in India. And for PPG to acquire them would give them a huge foot in the Indian market and a huge foot in the coatings market, where the growth there is greater than anywhere else right now in the world. These are the reasons why I believe this opportunity would put PPG in the best position, and moving forward, if successful, they could continue to grow their business and become one of the largest coating companies in the world. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing feedback and questions. Thank you.